What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our Tales of Crestoria video. So today we're gonna do something a little different. Demon Vicious obviously was playable in the new chapter. If you have played it, if you have not played it, then now you know. I mean, everyone knew that this was probably gonna happen anyway when they teased it like 2 months ago, so it's not really a spoiler. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop into the stage and showcase him real quick. But first, what we're going to do is there's a stage with Casca where you fight her for the first time. And you actually get to get a good look kind of at her arts. Obviously, you don't use her. You get attacked by her. But you do get to see her mystic art. So that'll be cool to see for when she and Vicious are eventually summonable. I think there's a good chance they could get saved for the 1-year anniversary. But, you never know. They might have them be playable sooner. So first things first, let's go to the Casca stage. So we'll go ahead and get this started. There's going to be some dialogue we have to sit through. And actually, gotta remember to turn skip mystic arts off because obviously we want to see what it looks like. We don't have to wait for this, we can just get started on attacking her. We'll just leave it on normal so you can get a good look at her arts. So her first attack, I believe, is just her normal attack. Because there was no art that pops up, which is crazy because that implies that her normal attack is going to be an attack all, which doesn't currently exist for any unit in the game. So if that does end up being the case with her, she might be the first one that just her normal attack is an attack all, which obviously would be weaker because a normal attack is 100%. So I would expect if she is an attack all for her normal attack, it would be like 70 or 80, maybe something like that. And then she's going to use both her normal arts against us, and then she's going to Mystic Art us, and then we lose. Alright, so first she's got Ray, which actually, all her arts are actually attack all things. So that's pretty interesting as well. And we're not going to use any Mystic Arts or anything, because as you can see, you're not supposed to win this fight. If it wasn't, you know, obvious enough by now. Now we get hit with Judgment. Sound is getting all crackly because obviously not prepared for these arts. Alright, now we'll see what it looks like. Which, I mean, obviously I've already seen. I played the chapter. Final order. I think it looks pretty cool, to be totally honest. And there you go. That's pretty much how that part ends. Which obviously we're not gonna watch the story stuff because already played it. Now we'll move over to True Demon, which on 7-2 is where you actually get to play as Vicious, Demon Vicious right here. Now, I do want to mention that just because it shows that he's Earth here, that does not guarantee that that's what element he's going to be when he's released. Based on his arts, I still think he's going to be Fire, but he could really be anything, honestly. And then these stats, you know, I feel like the 25,000 HP and the 2,500 defense could be accurate, but 8,000 attack seems very, very high with, you know, no Memorias and no Substones on the team, so the 8,000 attack is probably just for the stage. I don't think... If he does end up having that kind of attack, then great. But that feels very, very high. Considering some of the highest units only have, even at level 120, only have close to like 5,000. So this Vicious would be a very busted unit if at level 100 he had 8,000 attack. Which makes me think if that were to be the case, he would definitely be like a 1-year anniversary unit. And it would probably be the start of some units being like that crazy strong. So let's go over his arts real quick. First, just his normal attack with this scythe, 100% damage. His first or second art is Cursed Prison, which is defense down 20% all enemies for 3 turns. And then his normal art is Riotous Fang, 200% damage, 7 hits all enemies. So pretty nice there. And and obviously his Mystic art, Devour the Heavens, 300%, 1 hit all enemies. So he's an attack all unit, which is also crazy with that kind of attack buff. And then I guess if we could get a look at him. I kind of want to hold on. Just show off his model a little bit. There we go. So you can get a good look at what he looks like for his character model right here, which he looks really dope, especially with that giant scythe. Interesting, the change from guns to scythe. It'll also be interesting to see if the other cast characters get a form like this at some point. But enough about that, let's get started. So let's go with the debuff first. Then we'll go ahead and hit her with this. Very flashy. We've got some pretty flashy arts out there, but I feel like that's probably, in terms of non-Mystic arts, I feel like Riotous Fang is one of the flashiest ones currently in the game. Then, of course, we're gonna see this. I could have just shown off Casca's arts here, kinda, but you don't get hit with her Mystic art here, so I wouldn't have been able to fully showcase her. We're not gonna use the Mystic art yet, because we want to get that debuff again first. So we'll debuff her next turn, and then we will Mystic art her. All right, here we go. Very, very cool. And I guess he turns, I don't know if it's just his arm or he like fuses the scythe with his arm and turns it into a gun, but obviously he turned his arm into a gun right there. Maybe we'll get a better understanding of that later at some point. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Very, very cool. I like Casca's arts. I like Vicious's arts. I will be very excited when they are finally summonable. I guess the only other thing to kind of say is, I think there is, I say that he'll probably get saved for the anniversary. That's my initial thought. But if you think about the lore, which I'm going to talk about the story right here, so if you haven't finished the chapter, maybe don't listen to this part. But basically, how the chapter ends is they're going to head somewhere to where they can find a way for Vicious and the others to basically confront their sins in a way, and that should be a way for Vicious to possibly learn how to control his power, because when he's in this form right now, it's something where his primal instincts just take over. He just wants to kill and burn everything to the ground. So I feel like maybe once he's able to control the power, he might be summonable. But I do think that there's a chance that Orwin will be summonable before we get that Demon Vicious summonable. So I think 1 year anniversary is probably a good bet for Vicious and Casca, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously that'll be in July, so we have quite a few months before that happens. We got like, 4 months and some change before we will see what actually happens with that. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys enjoyed the new chapter, and let me know how you like Vicious's moveset, and if he is someone that you guys want to... I feel like most people want to summon for him because he's such a unique version. He'll be the first alt for the original cast, which is kind of weird. But I still have this kind of like thought in my head that the reason they're not doing seasonals or anything would be because it would be kind of weird if we had like 3 summonable Kanatas when Orwin is still not in the game, even though he is tied to the story. So I think it'll be after Orwin where we're gonna start to see seasonals for some of the other characters. You know, maybe they'll make that pirate Kanata a unit, or you know, some of these other outfits we may possibly see him in. But that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.